And we're back with more projects Zomboid Trailer Trash. We've done a few things in the base and around the base recently, but it's time we get out further afield. So tomorrow, after we look at the truck and make sure it's in good working order, we're going to actually head to Riverside and start clearing and looting the north end of the city. Now, we were at Riverside long ago. I have no idea what it's going to be like now, other than covered in trees and sprinters, I guess. Okay, so hopefully the truck doesn't require too much work. Let's check it out. Okay, gas tank is not fully repaired, but there's a lot of gas in it still. That'll be fine. Engine is in perfect condition and the quality is good. Battery's fine. Muffler can't be fixed anyway. Okay, so one of the brakes is terrible and the other brakes are not very good either. And some of this bodywork needs repair as well. Let's have a look at the hood also. I don't know if most people know this, but car parts get the same repair multiplier that weapons do. So yeah, this hood has been repaired 14 times. So obviously you're getting that diminishing returns on the materials you're using to repair it. Now fortunately, even though this hood looks like it would be unique to this vehicle, it's still just a heavy-duty hood. So we've got a couple of spare ones we can just chuck on, which is why it's still worth grabbing some bodywork from other cars. Okay, so I've got to take the tyres off if I want to get to the brakes underneath. If you take it all off at the same time, you can keep it all in your inventory. Okay, let's start putting these new brakes on. Since brakes don't wear down as fast as tyres or other parts of the car, we've got plenty of good replacement parts. Tyres, not as much, but we happen to... Since all the vehicles we use are heavy duty, we've got quite a lot of heavy duty parts around here. And because we've got the trailer to haul huge amounts of parts back to base. Obviously, if you've got just a utility vehicle or something like that, you can't chuck that many spare tyres and things on the back of it. Okay, well this has actually taken us most of the day at this point. It's already 8 PM, so we're not heading out today. Let's actually check the trailer, because with these vehicles, the trailer itself is a vehicle. So yeah, it has its own vehicle maintenance screen. Okay, now that should be fine. So we're going to check the weather report for... Oh crap, now I'm not sure if this weather report will be for today or tomorrow, because we've hit midnight exactly. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder how that works. I guess I could experiment with it. You could check the weather report at 11 PM and then check it at 12 AM and see if today is the same day or today is tomorrow. Anyway, okay, so we're getting shower or rain tomorrow evening. Hopefully it's tomorrow evening. That should be fine. We were just checking if we had fog. Fog is a pain, especially if we're going to be driving around shooting a bunch of sprinters coming at us from all directions. Rain's not as big a deal. Okay, we set ourselves an alarm. That way we're up in good time. Let's finish putting the rest of our armor on, have some breakfast, and then it's time to go. Taking the fox out with us today. And to bounce through my little dolls. Oh, it's a beautiful truck. And this might... Is this the first time we've used our new garage door? Like, really used it? This should be a lot easier that we can just drive the truck out this side and bring it straight back in the other side without needing to ever back stuff up. I don't know how much longer before these trees start losing their leaves and winter appears. Maybe end of the month. I'm pretty sure we're already in the period where fishing and foraging get the limited returns. Now, I'm betting there's actually a couple of zombies in these houses as well, due to the respawns we had a little while back. And they do not like getting lured outside. Okay, so we expect a couple of things on the road between here and where we're going, but not too many. I'm even going to do a little honking to lure stuff out, just to... I don't want to stick around and fight them. I just want to see... Get away from my window, zombie. I just want to see what sort of numbers we have out here. Okay, so again, if I see 4, I kind of assume there's at least 12, fairly close to us. So again, we expect maybe another dozen on this road. This will take us back to the gas station, storage facility, warehouse, all that stuff. So I think we have a generator set up there. And this should be the turn off to Riverside. I saw a couple of zombies down the road there. Probably should have dealt with them. We will drop this trailer off as soon as we start seeing anything like a decent amount of zombies. Okay, there's one, there's one, there's one. See how the zombie under my truck there just disappeared? So if you keep an eye on that, you can tell that that zombie's not dead. Like, as soon as they die, they become visible and stay visible. Okay, yeah, let's drop off, disconnect from the mothership, and now we can do a bit more car foo. So whereas last time we were in Riverside, we did a great deal of damage with our car to the zombie hordes. It's a year later now, and we're much better with our guns. Back then, we were still just practicing. I think our aiming was like level 2. It might have been 3. We were much better equipped, much better trained, so we can do this without taking as much damage to the vehicle. I think that might have been one of the trips to Riverside where we sort of came back to Muldrow with a tyre that was at like 18% or something like that. And some cars can move somewhat okay on 3 tyres. I don't know if a van is one of them. Wow, that is a lot of trees in that whatever that is, a impound lot or a storage or a Rex, whatever. There's a lot of cars in there, a lot of trucks, trees, a lot of trees in there. It'll be very difficult to get those cars out. That said, there's going to be a lot of car parts there, and if we ever found more propane, a lot of metal there. Even just going to the back of the cars can get you some decent stuff. We would want to pretty thoroughly clear the area though. So I call this the northern tip of Riverside. Well, not the exact northwest of it, but anyway, we're going to start clearing in here. And see, we're just going to go loud. We're going to pull as many things to us as possible and fight them out here. Now, in these small numbers, with that little fence behind us, yeah, we would have been able to fight these on foot. I mean, I don't really see a need to flex like that, but yeah, a fence is about the one. Windows are good too, but fences can really even the odds of sprinters. Okay, it's midday. We're not really making much forward progress, but we're getting some kill count happening. Okay, so now we've got zombies sort of coming at us from all directions. I do not like them getting anywhere near our driver's side window, so we're going to try to close the window and get them all onto one side of us. A little too close to that tree for me to just run him over. That'll work. Yeah, no matter how good your aiming is, actual drive-bys don't really work very well. Like shooting while driving is not great, which is probably totally fair. Especially if you're getting quite a few here. Especially if you're sort of under the assumption that yes, we are looking for headshots and nothing but headshots, then yeah, okay, driving a car and trying to headshot a moving zombie. Yeah, that sounds difficult. Okay, just making sure that we're not going to get to a dead end up ahead. I'm pretty sure we'll still have room to move. Okay, that's not a jam, we're just out of ammunition, so let's close the window. If you wanted to do a sprinter's run or something like that, and you didn't want to rely on cars so much, like you think cars are a bit too much of a crutch, well, for one, good luck with that. It's doable, but anyway, if you wanted to do that, yeah, one way to give yourself that additional handicap would be to play a Sunday driver. Like, just even being here would be more risky as a Sunday driver, because if we ever had to drive off-road, if we stop by bumping into one of those trees, if just enough zombies get around the vehicle, yeah, being a Sunday driver makes it a more frightening, vulnerable experience. Yeah, even though this vehicle doesn't really get much above, say, 60 miles an hour, a Sunday driver doesn't get above 30, and it's more the acceleration is so terrible. Okay, so we brought the trailer up. I'm not saying the area's clear, but it's clear enough at least for us to move to the next phase of our plan. Now, if I don't think I've killed that guy yet. If we want to do some serious looting in the area, normally my first goal would be to build like a forward operating base. Something with a sheet rope, no stairs, something with some food and water, something you can retreat to. I haven't done that as much with sprinters. I guess retreating to a sheet rope and climbing up it while there's a sprinter chasing after you, they might hit the rope and break it while you're climbing. I didn't even realize they could do that. I think that's may even be a more recent change, somewhat recent. But I remember back when we were at West Point, there was at least one point where we got up a sheet rope with zombies snapping at our heels, and that's closer than I would definitely want to do. In this case, though, we really have our truck to use as a mobile base. It's got a fridge in it, we've got lots of water. Okay, I don't know if this place stocks cigarettes, but we'd really like some cigarettes. Actually, I'd really like some leather pants as well. First, let's close and lock these doors. It's a weird design with two doors. We don't really need seeds, but this will stop the zombies. Oh, god damn it. I accidentally opened the door. The zombies we're playing with can open doors, in case you're new to the run, so... Now, they can't open a locked door like that, so I should have realized as it opened, hang on, this can't be a zombie, I just locked this door. Yeah. Okay, well, we already got a broom at home. Duct tape's useful, though. I mean, I think we've got like 50 rolls or something, so... since we don't use a lot of hand-to-hand weapons, they don't break a lot, they don't need a lot of repairs. Okay, more seeds we don't need. This is part of what we kept looking for. As we get into the next winter, we might even do some less farming and fishing and foraging. And we might just take a break from that, so we don't have to interrupt whatever we're doing with constantly maintaining that. And we might just sort of survive on our canned food for a while, or we'll save it to use as more mobile food while driving around in the truck. You know, if we ever want to try a real nomad experience, but I think for that we'd I don't know. We might need some new map packs. I was talking to people saying that I'd love a cross America map. Like, imagine something that's like 1 cell wide. It's like 300 tiles wide, but it's just longer than you can imagine, and it just goes from Kentucky all the way to the West Coast. Just desolate highways and overrun gas stations and that sort of thing. That would be really interesting. I mean, really interesting in a way where at some times you would probably have to drive hours between anything. I haven't really looked at how the Zomboid scale works. I guess you wouldn't want it to be like there's a distance and a time factor involved, and unfortunately they're going to be separated from one another. Like, you wouldn't want to take 17 days of non-stop sun-up, sundown driving to cross America, because I don't think that's what it takes. Okay, well, no cigarettes from there. We could try to loot some nearby buildings, but we'll actually drive off, and we're going to sleep the night, wait till morning, probably get some of this crap out of our inventory, check in our truck, all that good stuff. Normally I would try to scooch the truck up against something as I go to bed, but we've cleared quite a lot of the stuff. Well, I mean, quite a lot. Hopefully we've cleared everything from out here on the road, so should be safe enough. And safe enough is totally safe. Anything less than totally safe is not safe enough. Oh, God, I suck at driving sometimes. Hey, I forgot we started those zombies down at the end of the road. Okay, so no, there were zombies within 100 tiles of us. Oh well. Okay, so we got a laundromat there we're not really interested in. At some point we could use some more scrap clothing. Ooh, sports cars. You know, if one of these works... Oh, hey zombie. If one of these works, we might actually take it. Now, we can't take it this trip, but we can at least get it working, tag it, move it, and come back for it. You know, there's probably cigarettes in that bar, but let's check these cars first. Now, the problem with doing mechanics is it takes an awful lot of time. You really don't want to be fast-forwarding time as well while you're out in the open with sprinters running around. Okay, locked. I should have... what you can do is, if you've got the hood open, like right-click on the battery and try to remove it. If it will let you remove the battery, that means you have access to the vehicle somehow, so one of the doors is unlocked. Okay, so we're going to take that black one with us. It's in great condition. These other ones are okay, but I don't want like 5 sports cars sitting outside of our base. I'm not one of those people who has 30 vehicles just on their lawn. But we're going to take as many of these spare parts as we can, because we don't have any sports car spare parts. We've got lots and lots of heavy duty spare parts. We've got a couple of standard bits here and there, but I don't think we've ever collected any sports car spare parts because they're pretty rare, and since we haven't been using them, we don't need them. Okay, there we go, hot wired. We gave it some gas from one of the other vehicles. We've got one more thing we want to do while we're in Riverside today. There is a bunk bed in one of the houses up here that we would really like for our sort of downstairs barracks. We did have the army cots in there, and well, that's an okay look. I think that the double beds give it a more sort of stacked, concentrated vibe, so we're going to go with that. Okay, so Not a lot of zombies in the area, but again, every one of these houses probably has 1 or 2 zombies hiding in their bathrooms. I find that honking just does not draw these guys out. So these zombies can actually open doors and windows, so you have to be a bit more careful. Now that I've shot my gun, I sort of need to check the area again. I probably should have taken that guy out with a hammer. Yeah, but at least we got the right house. Some flamingos we could grab, but not our priority. Okay, it's finally quiet again. Okay, not that quiet. I can hear zombies in there. I should probably just go kill him, but if I can just sneak this out, we might just do that. Okay, bed weighs 20 each, which is not great. Oh crap, my backpack has 20.2 weight in it. We can't quite get one of these bed pieces in it. So I've got to drop... No, that's not enough. Drop all these nails. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I should have planned that better. Made sure I had 20 weight spare in the bag. Pick one of these up. The other one I can tuck under the left arm. There we go. Okay, there we go. We got our bunk bed. I think that's like the 3rd one we've got. So we will have to come back to the sports car. So we'll come back with just the truck and not the trailer, and then we can tow that home. But for now, this has gone well. We've made a dent in northern Riverside. So yeah, there's definitely zombies here, but it's not oppressive West Point levels. I mean, obviously Riverside's always lower population, and we are playing with a lower population setting. I don't think sprinters require you to go all out and also play on 4 times population or something like that. I certainly don't look at this and go, yeah, it would have been much more fun if we could have shot 3 times as many zombies today. Yeah, there's me driving. Okay, I'm going to pause when we get back home, which is right about now. Hope you're still enjoying Chloe's adventures in Kentucky. We're going to be going out a little bit more before winter starts, but then we're going to bunker down and sort of wait it out. If you made it this far, maybe leave a nice comment on the video. But either way, you have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.